To all the party people in the place to be, we hope you're doing well on this fine day, evening, night, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. We hope that you're happy. We had an update to Parcel Simulator 1.0.4. We covered it on the channel yesterday in terms of the update, and thought we'd go ahead and jump in and see how this update impacts the gameplay and the things that are going on. So kitty cat's still here, everything's good on the outside. We still got substandard living conditions with the shipping container and a microwave, and then a outside sink and shower. I don't know how that's going to work in the wintertime, but hopefully we will move on and not be working here in the winter. All right, let's swing that door the other way so that it doesn't get in the way here. And this is our first playthrough build, so I figured we'd start here. We have a ton of loaders and unloaders in this build. We've got this over here on this air routine. So I figured this might be a good place to start. We also have throwers in this build. We don't have throwers in the other build. So I think what we want to do is we want to upgrade this to level 3. Right? Because that's from a speed standpoint. And we will pick on this guy. All right. And so we drop him down and he should run across. Yeah, see, there's no slowdown in the speed. And the jump mechanism was perfect. So the angle is 50. So what are our options? We can do 55, 60, 65, 70. And then 30. So 30s, let's see what 30 does. All right, it throws it across. It's a little bit too fast in my opinion for this particular throw, and it's kind of low. I don't want to hit boxes on this conveyor. So let's see what happens if we throw it like straight up. So let's do the two extremes. So here's 70. What does 70 look like? Up and not enough juice. So if we play with the power meter, all right, and let's go up to there on power, and then let's see what that does. Oh man, that dropped it on the wrong conveyor, so we don't want that. So the more powerful, the more it launched it. So let's try 3. Yeah, so the power is like how high in the air does it throw it. So let's go one more, and I think it's gonna shorten the distance but go higher in the air. Yeah, so it went really high in the air, but it still landed on the very first one. So the question is gonna be is, what does that do when you have multiple packages? Let's get them closer together. All right, there we go. That's as close together as two packages can be. That guy's in the air, he lands. That guy's in the air, he lands. I kind of feel like it's not clearing fast enough, and there could be a potential for a bottleneck here, just because there's so much time in the air. The hang time is so great that I feel like by the time it lands, you could end up with boxes landing on top of each other. So let's just go back to what it was. It was 50, and then let's see. Let's drop this guy here. Let's drop this guy here. Let's see if that's any better. Oh, that slings it too far. So now the power is too high. All right, so let's come down. We're at 4. Let's cut it in half and go to a 2. And let's see what that does. So we'll grab this guy. Drop him back there. Grab this guy. Drop him there. No, not what we wanted. Okay, so the two different package types. Let's go 3. Did you notice the box didn't fly as far as the hard plastic? So the physics of the box are also playing into this calculation here. All right. So the box lands there. Okay, they landed in the same spot. All right, so I think that's good. It looked like the boxes went in the same distance and the same speed that time, so maybe it was just a little bit of a hang up. All right, that guy's going over there. Okay, let's just drop this guy here, and we'll grab this box for this guy. Just these guys are. So that guy is 50% and 4. We'll upgrade him to level 3. And this guy is 50% and 3. So we'll upgrade him, and then let's just make sure how this throws it. All right, that's not bad. We could probably take the power down one. So we're at 4. Let's go to 3. Let's go to 3. Drop that guy there. Make sure it doesn't go down the chute. Ooh, so 3 is not long enough. Not powerful enough. Yeah. Okay, so it has to be 4 then. Click on that guy. Drop him there, and we'll come down here. And he lands. Okay, so that's a little bit of extra buffer. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then let's check this guy. What's today? Today is Friday morning. Pay the bills. Okay, so we're running train, truck, and plane. Okay. All right. And so this guy is level 3 power, 50 degrees. And that's fine. Okay, let's just make sure it does it. I almost feel like it's a little too powerful. What if we drop it down to 2? Is that enough? No. All right, so we want to go 3. Should we try 55? Throw him a little bit higher. Yeah, that looks a little better. I'd rather him land there instead of on the diverter, because I wanted to be able to still do that split. That's not bad. Okay. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. All right. So now the question is, do we want this guy to go 55 as well? Don't go down the chute. All right. We'll leave those two guys at 55. So those are those. That's that. So let's drop this down here, and then I want to buy a new one. Because I want to put one in front of this door. I want to do one here. So let's tablet, and let's go to the shop, and let's find the thrower. Right here, add to bag, check out. All right, we got that going. And grab this guy. And I want to put this guy in here. I'm going to turn off these other, I'll turn that guy off. We're not trying for any records. Turn this guy off. That guy off. Turn that guy off. All right, so we're gonna stop all of these bays from running, and because I just want to test with just this one guy right here, and I don't have to worry about everything else. So if we put this down, that down. Oh, there's the new orange sticker. So this guy has the orange sticker in the corner there. So we know that when we open this guy back up, he still remains his orange color. So that was one of the other fixes that we covered earlier. And so then that guy's going to go down, and let's put him here. Open this guy up. And so he's going to go there. And we want him to go to level 3 so the belt moves just as fast as everybody else. Because the idea is I want everything coming off this truck fast as possible. And I don't want any pause coming onto the launcher. And then the launcher, I just want to throw it across this door so that way I don't have to jump over things to get where I want to go. So let's get a airplane package. I just want to test it once, just to see. So we drop that guy on there, and perfect. Okay. So then the only other thing I want to see is if I make it go a little higher. So if I do 55 degrees, throw that down, dun dun dun, boom, up and over. Okay, perfect. So that was an airplane, right? Yeah, that was an airplane. We'll drop him on there, send him back where he wants to go, and then let's move that out of there. This, we'll stack those there. Let's get these old ones over here, because, like, you know, why not? Drop that one there. Let's get rid of all this extra stuff. Put those here. You know what? I just remembered. In this build, I got a whole thing of extras in my office. If I come over here to my office, yeah, I got pallets in here. All right. All right, so that's that. So let's get over here and let's open this up and let's just see how fast these come off the truck and how fast they get thrown. And so we're looking for no backup on the truck. Oh, that's perfect. That's golden. That's golden. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is a good update. This is a really good update. Off the truck, bada bing. Digging it. Like there's zero pause right here. Like there's no hesitation. It's just straight up and get thrown, which is what we want. Because before this belt would have to go slower and everything would pause as it goes onto the slower belt. And we've got rid of that. And so here comes a hard case. I just want to watch some of every different package type to make sure that it's throwing them all the same. And it is. All right, that's perfect. That is perfect. We're leaving this in the setup. Everything coming off the truck. Dandy. No backup. No slowdown. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. All right. Now let's come in here. Let's see how... So the loaders and unloaders got upgraded. So there is like no pause. Look at that. He comes in. There's that little hesitation there. But like, look at that, man. Just boom, boom. Yeah, coming right, getting right on the storage rack. You love to see it. And it's coming off so fast that now we've got bottleneck coming off. That is wild. That is wild. We could merge in here. We could get a merger and a straight. That'll allow us to do one additional package. I don't think it matters though. We'll do that anyway. All right, so let's see what we got extra going on. Everything's going great here. No backup here. That's awesome. All right, so we need, that's all of our paint. Those are all bridges. There's a thrower. That's a pauser, bridge, thrower, bridge, bridge. So that is a straight. So we need a straight. And we need a merger. That's the new merger. Okay. So we're going to need tablet. Game's a little laggy. I have to see if that comes across when I post the video. But I only got one thing running and the game is this laggy. That's a little concerning. is it? 12:30. How's everything look coming off of there? Still looking good coming off the truck. Oh, I can turn airplane on. What am I doing? Let me drop that. Turn these airplanes on. Boom. Boom. Get those airplanes going down. So caught up. Wasn't even paying attention. Alright. Truck. Now I don't even remember where I'm going. Alright, we're going to the truck. Let that guy get thrown, then we'll cut through. That. Come down here and fix this guy. Alright. That guy there. Let's put him up here because this stuff's not running anyway. Alright, we got that. We got that. That's going to be a flip. Rotate, and that's going to go like that. And that guy's going to go there. That guy's going to go there. Can we grab that? No, we cannot. Okay. Flip. Guy there. That guy there. That guy came out level 3? Oh, because it was one I already owned. That's why. Alright, so that's good. We just got to get that box out from underneath the floor. Let's make sure we didn't back up to the truck here by making those quick adjustments. I do not see any backup. Alright, that's awesome. Grab these guys here. Yeah, because my ultimate goal would be... see, that's a straight. My ultimate goal would be to use the throwers. So that way I don't have to jump onto conveyor belts. I think those are supposed to be corners. That's another straight. So go on there. Alright, cool. And put you there. Alright. That's all back organized. Yeah, but like in a perfect world, I would love to do these throwers right here. So like I can just walk around. So like, you know, put another one right here and, you know, get rid of these so I can walk through here and then, you know, put one right here, you know, just so I can cut through. Put another one over there. So now what I want to do is now let's play around with the dividers. So they also put the divider walls in here. So let's check these things out. Let's do red. I don't know, let's get 3 of them. Let's do 3 of them. Like I said in the video when we covered the update, like I don't really see a need to section off the warehouse. But I do see where we can use these dividers to protect ourselves from mistakes. Did I get in the way of that? No, I did not. Okay. And so I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, come over here. Like, ideally what I'd want to do is, oh man, this thing's huge. I wish they could tell you, like, I wish they could give you different sizes, maybe? Like, oh, and I can't really see where I'm putting it. Alright, if I put that there, like, that's right up on this guy. So can I get, like, a little bit of space? So if I turn here and I rotate. Oh, this is tricky. This is super tricky. Alright, I like the idea of it. I just wish it was a little easier. If I put this here. Okay, because the idea being, like, I want to use this to keep, like, the air packages. Like, if I had a thrower here, it could, like, hit this wall and fall on the conveyor. in case it overthrew, and then I'm not getting error packages onto this green row. Like that's how I kind of want to use it, is to kind of protect myself from having mistakes. So as soon as all these packages finish running, I'll play with it. Is there anywhere else in here where that's like a problem? Nah, with this particular build, that's not really an issue where I have to worry about things hopping conveyors. Man, those airplanes, they emptied out quick, man. It's already 5 o'clock and they're gone. Man, you love that. All right, so we're just waiting on these last few packages. I forgot to check the truck right at the end at 5 o'clock to see if it ever backed up. I don't think it did. I don't think it backed up at all. All right, we got one more package coming here. Yeah, that's the last package. And that package is a truck. So that's going to go across our thrower right there. So we can go ahead and move this airline. So kind of what I wanted to do was like drop that guy. And then like I wanted to do like this. Like this is kind of what I wanted to use the walls for. Is to just keep stuff from jumping tracks. You know? That's kind of what I would want to do, is like use this. Oh wow. Look at that. That's can I get it? Can I get it in the middle? All right, this needs more work. I like the idea of it. I like the I like the idea of it. The execution, it's not fully cooked. This is not fully cooked at all. Like the way it rotates on the grid, like I can't. There we go. I got it where I wanted it. Okay. Yeah, that is that's tricky, man. That's tricky. Really tricky to work with. You can shimmy it between two sets of conveyors. The problem is I need this to go further down. So I'm gonna have to do all this over again. Like that's where I want it. Okay. That's cool. I just hope it doesn't interfere with boxes. Like that's gonna have to be the next thing we test with it. But yeah, the way this thing rotates and the way this thing lines up, like, and the fact that it's so long, like here I had to overlap it. Like I can't even get two in this. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let me do my absolute best try here. That works. Okay, there's a little bit of a gap there. I'm okay with that. This is like right up on this thing though. So let's see if we can maybe move it a little bit. That. All right, that's a little bit better. We closed that gap down. We're not as tight right there. Let's pause that and pause that. And then let's finish fixing this guy. That guy will go there. And that guy will go there. there. Go there. Go there. And then that guy can go there. So it kind of stinks that the walls that, like, let me buy it like as 2-panel only. Like, give me a 2-panel option and a 3-panel option. And then that way, if I want to make 2, if I want to make 3, if I want to make 4, if I want to make 5, if I want to make 6, like having a 2-panel option. So if I come in here, divider wall, like my only option is a 5-panel for 500. Like, give me a 2-panel for 200. Give me a 3-panel for 300. And that's the only 2 options I need, because then I can do 2 panels. I could do 3 panels. I could do 4 panels, which would be 2 2s. I could do 5 panels, which is a 2 and a 3. I could do 6 panels, which is a 3 and a 3. Like, that would give me like the most flexibility. And then you're still charging 100 per panel, so the price wouldn't change on it. I would love to see that change. And then so we need 2 more streets. Okay, so let's come in here. Come over here. Drop that down. You can go over here with the corners. And let's grab that street. And let's grab that street. Grab this corner. Okay. Grab that. Come over here. And now I can almost fit through there. Alright. And then we'll grab that guy. And he's level 3. Grab this guy. He's level 3. So now I can walk through here. So now I can come through the door. I can get through here. I can get through here. I can almost get through there. But now that I have this, so this is where this gets interesting. So now, like, can I use this rail? I mean, this wall, like here, right? Can I not? This guy here, like this, right? And then can I use that now? So now this guy's got to come out of the way. Just put him here. But like now what I could do is take this guy out, put this guy here, right? And then this guy can go here now. Oh no, he's not going to go there. Okay. So we got to move that over a little bit. We put that there. And then we can put this guy here, that guy there, that guy there, that guy there. Because this is the other thing. It's like now, with these guys, will they connect through? Because I was worried about this guy right here that's glowing. If I did them close together, would it put a package on this guy? But now that this wall is here, does that now allow me to keep all those guys separate? So now let's see. Let's move him there. Move him there. He goes there. He goes there. All right. And now this guy. That guy. That guy. And all of this too, so that I can walk, which is like, doesn't really matter. But you know, it's the principle. We want it to be the way that we want it to be, you know? It's the whole point. Then that guy and that guy get put up over here. Grab a straight one. Him there, okay, grab that. On there. Okay, perfect. So now I can come out this door. I can walk all the way around here. I can walk all the way around here. I can come all the way around here. I can get through here. And I'm not jumping and running on conveyors. Like, that's cool. That's what I want. I want to be able to do that. And so now, I can, this guy's already red. So let's just be anal real quick. Take that guy out of there. That guy there, grab this guy, put him back up there. Okay, perfect. So now what we want to do is move this guy down a little bit. Like, it's still got a little bit of bend to it because I'm not exactly straight. That there. You know, again, just to keep keep them from hopping conveyors. Like, that's the whole point behind it. Yeah, if that works, that's awesome. I need error packages. I need you. I need you. All right, let's see what happens over here. Let's see if it goes through the wall. Does it go through the wall? Oh man, big fail. Big fail. It does exactly what I was afraid it was gonna do. That sucks. That sucks. Everybody saw that, right? Like the wall doesn't do what I thought it was gonna do. It doesn't block the package. There's no collision detection or anything there. That's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. That stinks. Well, we tried. We tried. We tried. Does the wall? It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't get in the way with that, right? Because in that corner, yeah, because it's not on the corners anymore, so we don't have to worry about it interfering with the box. But I know why he did it. Like, I know why there's no collision. Because, like, if a box wasn't all the way on the conveyor, like, if a box was, like, big and it was, like, sticking out like this, like, you don't want it to get stuck on that corner because it collided, right? So you kind of want it to clip through so that it can go on its path. But then when you do this, like, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a big problem. And I can't walk through it. The box can go through it, but I can't walk through it. All right, so that's a big fail on... That's a big fail on the dividers. Well, that's a big old rip. All right, so then all this has to go back. Maybe they'll fix that in another update. We can always dream. Flip that guy. That guy there. That guy there. Right there. There. Gotta move all this back. And that guy comes out. Goes up here. And corner. There. And this corner comes back over here. And flip and rotate. Alright. So that stinks. That stinks. So it was almost a really great addition to the game. Almost. And then we need the straight one back that I already put up. All right, so much for building the perfect warehouse where we don't need to run on top of conveyor belts. All right, so we'll still leave that, I guess, the way that it is. Let's grab this guy, put him up. We'll leave that guy there, I guess. I don't know. Let's just take him down. It's not really a point to it, really. Throw these back in here. All right, so overall, the loader unloader update, great. The thrower update, amazing. And, you know, the walls are kind of mid. Let's go ahead and just empty this one truckload from everybody and get everything back on sync. Curious, like, how this one works. This one we had to put that extra row there because we didn't have enough track coming off of the truck. A little bit of a pause, like right after it gets diverted. Like, I don't know what that is. That needs to get fixed. We'll watch it on this guy. It's that pause right there. Like, it didn't do it on that one. It does it there. Like, that guy went straight, but this guy, whatever reason, that little pause. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Don't know what that's all about. See if this guy does it. Yeah, he does that little pause. Like, I don't get it. Like, it shouldn't be the case. All right, so we didn't do anything there. Let these guys get processed. We'll watch these throwers over here. Make sure this part works good. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Got one more coming. Two more coming. Oh, we got more coming. All right, let's unpause this. Hopefully that's a train. Looks like a train. Yeah, and does he make the turn? He makes the turn. Perfect, that's what we want. All right, all those boxes are processed, so we'll come down here, close this out for the day. So that guy is sent. This guy is sent. That guy's already unpaused. This guy is paused. And we will send that down. Oh, we still got this guy coming. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, he'll go out tomorrow. Or sorry, not tomorrow, but in game he'll go out Monday. Alright, let's unpause you, unpause you. We'll send these last two airplanes down. Pause him back, pause him back. The airplanes are down. Perfect. Send that. Let's air it out. Came on the wrong side. Got it. All that for one package. Quite a bit. And same here. Only one package. Okay. Send that down. And that needs to get paused. And then those trains can start loading. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so we tested out the launcher. I like the launcher update. The launcher's looking good. The walls, kind of failed. Like, I would want to use the walls to keep things from jumping tracks, and that was a big fail. Because the package will just clip right through the wall. So, you know, not good there. All the other updates, I mean, they're all right. The loader unloader going so much faster. I mean, we didn't watch it, but the speed at which the airplane unloaded onto that thing, noticeable difference for me. So yeah, so we tested all the individual items, and so what we'll do in the next video is we will run one full day with this build, which is the first playthrough, and then we will switch over to the second playthrough build, and we will run one day of that build and just see how these updates impact the overall running of the build and if there's anything to tweak. And then, yeah, that'll probably be the last Parcel video until we get some more updates, because overall, these are great quality of life. I like the improvements, but, you know, being at the end game, which is where I'm at, not enough to make me want to, like, tear all this down and redo it. So yeah, so we'll catch everybody in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you got any comments or if you've seen anything differently in your builds with this update, drop those in the comments below. And we will see everybody in the next one. Peace out.